In the Old West, amid chaos and lawlessness, a figure emerges in both fear and fascination. Charles E. Bowles, the mysterious outlaw known as Black Bart. Beyond the shadow of his criminal actions, he possesses a poetic soul that sets him apart from the other notorious outlaws. Friends affectionately called him Charlie, while others called him Charles or C.E. Bolton. Black Bart is considered a gentleman bandit known for his style and sophistication. He was one of the most notorious stagecoach robbers to operate in and around Northern California and Southern Oregon during the 1870s and 1880s. Charles Bowles was born in Norfolk, England in 1829 to John and Maria Bowles. When he was 2 years old, he and his family decided to immigrate to Jefferson County, New York, where his father collected money to buy a small farm 6.4 kilometers north of Plessis Village. Growing up, Charles received a full education. In late 1849, he embarked on a journey to the gold mines of California, accompanied by his cousin David. After the arduous Missouri journey, and it was not until 1850 that they reached California and began mining near the confluence of the American River near Sacramento. Unfortunately, despite their hard work, luck eluded them, and in 1852 the pair decided to return home. However, their stay was short, and they and Charlie's brother Robert soon returned to the California gold mines. Tragically, both David and Robert fell ill and died after they returned to California. Undeterred by these setbacks, Charles persisted for 2 more years before deciding to head east. It was during this time that he made the decision to change his surname from Bowles with a W to Bowles with no W. In 1854, Charles married Mary Elizabeth Johnson, and they had 4 children. They eventually settled on a farm in Illinois, where they built a life together. After the outbreak of the Civil War in August 1862, he volunteered to join the Union Army. Promoted with unwavering dedication, Charles earned the rank of sergeant the following year. However, it was during the Battle of Vicksburg in May 1864 that he was mortally wounded. After a period of recovery, he quickly returned to his comrades, preparing to face the battles of Atlanta. He received a brevet commission as both a second lieutenant and lieutenant on June 7, 1864. After the war, Charlie returned to his hometown of Decatur, Illinois, and continued to pursue his agricultural work. However, his time as a farmer was very short. With the dream of becoming rich by mining, he sets out on a journey to Montana. While there, he stumbled upon a small mine and teamed up with a friend from Missouri. Several individuals related to Wells Fargo have attempted to purchase their land due to the desire to expand the mining territory. However, Charles and his companions adamantly refused. Of course, potential buyers resorted to the nefarious tactic, cutting off the water supply to the mine and forcing them to abandon it. On the other hand, the last letter Mary Bowles received from Charlie came from Silver Bow, Montana, dated August 25, 1871. Although Charles was in the habit of regular correspondence, the letters stopped. As the months passed, Mary encountered rumors regarding the tragic death of a group of travelers at the hands of the Indians, leading her to believe he was dead. In the meantime, a new character appeared, Charles Bolton, a famous gentleman in his 50s, exuding elegance. Standing at 5'8", he possesses striking blue eyes and a meticulously groomed mustache. Almost 4 years have passed since he exchanged profound letters with his wife, and now the charismatic middle-aged character embarks on his first act of stealing a carriage. The stage was erected on July 26, 1875, along the winding streets of Copperpolis and Milton of Calaveras County, California. From behind a giant rock, a figure appeared, a small person wearing a long linen cloth cleverly designed to combine with a sack of flour. Its eye holes act as a veil to conceal his identity. Accompanied by a cowboy hat, this daring figure lunges out, wielding a menacing gun aimed directly at the hapless chariot driver. In an appealing, low voice, the thief politely ordered the stage operator, a man named John Shine, later a U.S. Marshal and Senator from California, to throw down the safe. When he saw the man hesitated, the robber warned, "If he dares to shoot, give him the solid volley, boys." Sensing the gravity of the situation, Shine cautiously glanced around, only to encounter the disturbing sight of rifle barrels protruding from nearby bushes. Shine quickly let go of the safe, his hands shaking with worry. Meanwhile, a middle-aged woman, observing the unfolding events, held out her purse to show cooperation. However, the thief politely declined, saying he only wanted the Wells Fargo shipment. In a tense scene, both the driver and passenger witnessed the outlaw's bold actions. With a defiant look, he forcefully broke the lock and opened the box, seizing several bags filled with glittering gold coins and some precious courier packages. The brazen thief wasted no time before disappearing deep into the wilderness. When things calmed down, John Shine quickly retrieved the empty safe and inspected the area. He made a startling revelation. The men carrying rifles were actually nothing but carefully camouflaged branches meticulously arranged to deceive. On December 28, 1875, the man soon known as Black Bart staged his next heist. Stopping his carriage journey from North San Juan to Marysville, California, he again relied on the same element of surprise as last time. Rumors whispered of other men lurking in the dense foliage, ready to charge. However, the truth was eventually unraveled. A supposedly targeted rifle, which was in fact cunningly crafted from sticks nestled in the bushes. On June 2, 1876, Black Bart robbed another person for the Wells Fargo box. Then he skillfully sent the loot to a destination 5 miles north of Cottonwood, California. His fourth robbery on August 3, 1877, was the first time he identified himself as Black Bart and a poet. The objective is the chariot that travels between the Point Arena and Duncan's Mills locations in California. Dressed in the same familiar clothes as before, he opened the safe again, the sound of its metal hinges echoing. The booty amounted to a lucrative $300. This time, the elegant bandit left a verse. "I've labored long and hard for bread, for honor and for riches. But on my corns too long you've tread, you fine-haired sons of bitches." It was signed Black Bart. During the next robbery that happened almost a year later on July 25, 1878, he also left a longer note. Although there would be no more poems, his elegant robberies would continue until November 1883. It is believed that he masterminded no less than 28 chariot robberies during these tumultuous times. Looks like Charles has found a way to get revenge on Wells Fargo. The weight of justice finally comes to Bowles as Wells Fargo charges his final robbery. Found guilty, he received a 6-year sentence in the San Quentin prison. However, he was released after 4 years for good conduct in January 1888. During his imprisonment, his health clearly deteriorated. Reporters surrounded him as he was released and asked if he planned to rob any more carriages. "No, gentlemen," he replied, smiling, "I'm through with crime." Yet despite his newfound freedom, he never returned to the arms of his beloved wife. Although he still writes to her. In one letter, he shared that he was tired of being shadowed by Wells Fargo, wanting to find solace in solitude. In February 1888, Bowles unexpectedly left the Nevada house. Wells Fargo was always on the lookout, sending someone to track him down to the Visalia House Hotel in Visalia. When the hotel owner confirmed a man carrying a description of Bowles was indeed registered, and then disappeared. Thus, February 28, 1888 marked the last sighting of the legendary Black Bart.
Please like and share if you find the video content interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss the upcoming interesting videos. Thanks for watching.